Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Steins Gate. So, we're coming back from a point where we were kind of sent to another, I guess, timeline. And we're seeing a lot of things that are different and people are missing. And most importantly, we're now back, we end up back in I'm assuming, what do you call a club room where the main character is talking to, I guess, us? Or pretty much a television screen. So, we're going to continue on to where we last left off, and if anything else, guys, I hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for all love and support. Let's get right back into it. Alright everyone, welcome back.
こっちみんなって言ってやれば？
通じないんじゃないかな。
俺たちに話しかけられていることにすら気づいていないらしいな。自覚がないというのは実に不幸なことだ。
その人にしてみたら、マユシーたちがゲームみたいに見えてるのかな。
そいつには現実なのかゲームなのかっていう発想さえないんじゃね？
じゃあ、ダル君の大好きな二次元の女の子たちもそうなの？
それは別。あの子たちは僕の嫁だから。
Oh, so it's only different because they're your wives. That's interesting.
ダルの嫁の話はどうでもいい。
Nobody cares about your harem.
でもさ、マユシの言ったことって興味深いテーマじゃん？もし仮に僕たちがゲームの中の住人だとしたら、それを見極める術はあると思う？
ないな。
即答かよ。
故にそのような議論は不毛。世界の支配構造を打ち砕く方法について考える方がよほど有意義だ。
中二病、オツ。
I stepped back from the monitor. What the hell is that? Displayed on the screen is the ugly cute character Alpaca Man. Okay. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2 where you speak to Alpaca Man via microphone and watch him react. Hold on. Was it the tip list? There we go. Alpaca, a mammal related to the camel. It weighs anywhere from 50 to 55 kilograms and its average length is around 2 meters. They can be found in Peru, Bolivia, Chile, and recently even America and New Zealand. Unlike camels, alpacas do not have humps. Their bodies are covered with fluffy fur. Due to their strangely long necks and charming faces, they have some popularity as an ugly cute animal. We already know Chinubio, or literally 8th grade syndrome, a term referring to the mindset exhibited primarily by teenage males, also used as a derogatory term to refer to older people who still exhibit this mindset. Characterized by an affected attitude of nihilism or cynicism, extreme self-centeredness, delusions of power or superiority, and consuming fear of being treated as a child. The person exhibiting these symptoms believes that they are cool, but most observers find them pathetic. Chunubyo, which is often abbreviated as Chuni, also refers to the fictional tropes that teenage males often enjoy, such as ancient conspiracies, superpowers, special powers sealed in a character's eye or arm, Norse mythology, battles for the fate of the multiverse, etc. The consummate Chunubyo case will work such elements into his own personal backstory. Okarin is a textbook example. 2D Girl, a female character in anime, game, or manga. Don't look. On the internet, it is unwritten rule to say this whenever you see an image of someone or something looking toward the camera. At Channel. Japan's most popular anonymous message board, covers a wide variety of topics from cooking to anime to current events. Its catchphrase is everything from hacking to tonight's dinner. Is this like another parody of 4chan or Reddit or something? Super hacker, a tremendously skilled hacker or at least someone who claims to be one. The threat my friend's a hacker so he can easily find out who you are often appears during arguments on the internet. People mockingly call the obvious non-existent hacker a hacker. And we know cosplay, costume play. Alright, let's go back. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally, I find only the ugly part of Ugly Cute to be true. I bought it yesterday, 500 yen used, headset included. Can I play? Oh. Holy cow, this dude. I turned to Daru with a menacing glare.
黙れスーパーハカー。俺は中二病ではない。
I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin.
おーい。今日まだ。
That's a very big red flag of Chuni right there.
そういう設定っしょ。
やれやれ。誰の人とのコミュニケーションの取れなさはどれだけ経っても治らないな。
アニメのオフ会じゃ僕がいつも場を盛り上げてるっつうの。
I pretty much know what that means, but I'll check it out later. This fat bespectacled guy is my brother in arms and right-hand man, Hashira Itaru, nicknamed Daru. He's a hardcore otaku. You can always find him in front of the computer playing games and watching anime. He's had 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D mates. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him anything's fun as long as it's moe. He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that software is his forte, he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well.
針、指に刺さった。
Over here, nursing a pricked finger, we have Shina Mayuri, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. She's also an otaku, nowhere near Daru's level though. This ditzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division, for women, and today she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Why does the Future Gadget Laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the Future Gadget Laboratory. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me,
マユシーはオカリンの人質だからここにいようと思います。
Well, that certainly was cryptic. But her offer was my salvation. For she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough.
でオカリン、アルパカマンは反応したん？
いや、全然。
The human face alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive you'd think the game was bugged. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game.
この不愛想アルパカめが。
He's an antisocial alpaca too? I curse his name and smack the TV. As soon as I do.
Hmm?
The TV makes a sound like it's shorted, and then the screen goes blank. I change the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn. This crummy TV is unleashed from the bronze tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old.
きっとね、アルパカさんが怒っちゃったんだよ。
くへ後で修理できるか聞きに行かなければ。
I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at the conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. I close my eyes, and what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago.
消えた。
As I left Radicon, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless, until...
どうかした？
Mayuri's voice brought me back to reality. Mayuri hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes.
今人が消えたよな。
So she ended up coming with me then.
消えただろ今目の前で。
Panic took hold as the enormity of what had just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by her slender shoulders and shook her.
マユリも見たか見たよな。
Mayuri's head flopped back and forth from my shaking.
見てない。
見てない。
I stopped shaking her head and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles.
見ていない見ていないのか。だってついさっきまでここにはたくさんの人たちが歩いていたんだぞ。
歩いてたかな。
それに店員まで消えている。こんなことはいくらなんでもありえない。
それは仕方ないと思うよ。
Her reply didn't make any sense.
とにかくね、最初からこの辺には誰もいなかったよ。あ、そっか。オカリンは幻を見てたんだね。
No, no, no. This never happened before.
きっとこの暑さのせいだよ。トゥットゥルー。
How could she laugh at a time like this? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akiba's buildings. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radikan, where I had been just a moment before. There it was, an enormous machine, like some kind of satellite embedded in the roof of the building where not 5 minutes before I had found Makise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kurisu might still have been in that dark, narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was...
そもそもあの人工衛星は一体なんだ。
Yeah, there's that, but my other question is who the hell killed her? Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite-like machine shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop. But that's not what I was seeing now. This satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen off orbit without burning up in the atmosphere somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen?
マユリ、あの人工衛星だが。
びっくりしたね。
びっくりしただと。何がびっくりしたのだ。
ドカーンってすっごい音がしたもん。
A huge kaplow. It certainly did make a sound, but I don't think it was kaplow. I'd say it was more like zoom.
あの人工衛星は落ちてきたのか。
来たのかな。宇宙人さん乗ってるのかな。
Had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all?
そこの君たち。
Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern.
ここで何をやってるんだ。ここらは今立ち入り禁止だ。すぐに出て行きなさい。
ごめんなさい。
それより制服警官さん、 仮にあなたを警官 A と名付けるが、一つ聞きたいことがあるんです。
Let's call you Officer A.
警官 A って。
今ここで数千人の通行人が一瞬で消えたんです。あなたも見ましたよね。
見ていない。いいから早く出ていけ。
I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Makise Kurisu and get him to call an ambulance, but before I could,
さっきから何をバカなことばかり言っているんだ。
the policeman took me by the upper arm and said, "No one got stabbed at Radicon." What? How could he say that with such certainty? While I was still trying to comprehend the situation, the policeman forcefully led us away. We were escorted up to the UPX and released. And that's where we look it up. A major office building in Akihabara. A fictional one. Okay. Okay. There were people at UPX like usual. Actually, there were far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A had said, Churodori had been blockaded by police so nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. And that brings us to the present. You know, I thought he already went to a different timeline, but I guess he's still in the same one. I guess I'm assuming that a specific timeline interfered with his own, hence the reason why the satellite is embedded in the building that he's seeing now instead of atop the roof like it was in the beginning. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabashi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radicon. All of the major stations in Tokyo, even TOT TV, or Tokyo TV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Churodori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba streets, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery.
So ka. Soいうことか.
From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Daru and Mayuri turn and stare.
これもすべて機関の隠蔽工作ということだな。警察にすら圧力をかけられるということは、この国の中枢ももはや奴らの手の内にあるということ。なんということだ。
I wonder if the organization is just a made-up thing from his chuny little, ongoings.
だが、俺の目はごまかせんぞ。いつか必ず、奴らの所業を暴き、その支配構造に終止符を打ってやる。
Although I'll find it even more hilarious if it really does exist. Having come to the satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda, from the fridge. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice cold drinks are essential.
頭脳労働の後のドクターペッパーは相変わらず最高にうまいな。
Dr. Pepper?
コーラの方がよくね？
I agree.
オカリンは本当にドクターペッパーさんが大好きだよね。
She even said Dr. Pepper, see?
この知的飲料の良さがわからないやつは人生の5分の1を損しているぞ。
I find it more to be an acquired taste, but again, to each their own. A step through the curtain dividing its center and you'll enter the heart of the Future Gadget Laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it is strictly off-limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup is cheap. I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poked Daru and bid him follow me into the development room. All the windows here are weather stripped with packing tape so it's dim and hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased with my own pocket money I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn and probably never will be.
Daru, 計画は順調に推移しているか？
え、計画って何ぞ？
Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It's significantly larger than newer home models.
計画は計画だ。8号機の調整以外に何があるというのか？
ああ、そのこと。いきなり計画とか言うから何事かと思った。
そろそろお前との付き合いも3年半ほどになる。
We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though.
高2の時はクラス別でほとんど喋んなかったじゃん。だから実質2年半じゃね？
細かいことはどうでもいい。それほどの付き合いの長さなのだから、いい加減俺の会話についてこられるようになってくれ。
それは無理。
Awkward silence. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff that no one would understand except us. Shot down again.
それで、8号機の不調の原因究明は進んだか？
いや、まだ。
So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of the sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious, future-ish gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. May as well. The ability to discover something valuable when looking for something else. The microwave oven was born through serendipity. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the Bit Particle Gun. Gadget number 2, the Bamboo Helicam. Number 3, could this be Ora Ora? Number 4, Mode Snake. Once again, I made a worthless object by Goemon. Number 6, the Xiaolum Saber. 7, Ghost in the Ball. They can all be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist genius. Alright, let me research that for a minute. Alright, we start with Bit Particle Gun. The very first future gadget, it is a toy ray gun with a TV remote jammed inside. The wielder can change channels by pointing at the TV and pulling the trigger. However, the only supported button is the plus. No other buttons, such as the volume control, are usable. To turn the TV on, you must manually flip the switch on the TV. Its name is a reference to the classic Japanese robot anime Mobile Jack Gumball. Ah, what a useless thing. Alright, number 2. A CCD camera mounted to a bamboo toy helicopter. The camera is attached to the helicopter's fulcrum, allowing it to record aerial footage unpowered. However, the image rotates at high speed, so you might get dizzy if you keep looking at it. Its name is a reference to the sci-fi manga 22 Emon. Yo, is he talking about a drone? What's Ora Ora? A lie detector based on thumb perspiration, though it might be more appropriate to call it a sweat detector. You have to admit it's a pretty clever invention. Its name is a reference to the classic manga, Juju's Bizarre Adventure. Alright, the Moad Snake. An instant super humidifier uses electric heating coils to quickly boil a large volume of water. This generates enough steam to fill a room of 12 square meters. though it can only be operated continuously for a few seconds. It looks like a claymore and landmine, which is sure to appeal to military otaku. Its name is a reference to the stealth action game Metal Moa Solid Rising. Alright, once again I made something worthless by Goemon. A short for created by combining a dryer and a vacuum. The dryer is operated using the exhaust of the vacuum. Its name is a reference to the popular anime Lupin's the Third. I don't need to be told where they got ghosts in a ball. A gadget created by arranging 12 6-inch CRT monitors in a sphere. Small CMOS cameras are installed in the gaps between the monitors, each of which are connected to the monitor of the opposite side of the sphere. This attempt at practical optical camouflage is the greatest masterpiece among the completed future gadgets, but its sheer size makes it difficult to store. Its name is a reference to the sci-fi manga Ghost in the Husk, which has an anime adaptation. Okay. It's pretty funny. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the Phone Wave name subject to change. Phone Wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. When our future gadget is completed, the three of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Dado thinks my naming style is too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. And so, our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. The Phone Wave, tentative, is in short a remote-controlled microwave. You put food in the microwave before you leave, then on your way back call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the Phone Wave, tentative, has a second unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy Mayuri had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she had put it in. The microwave froze the chicken. Since then, Dado and I have been searching for the cause. Man, all their inventions are just loony and stupid.
マユシがやった状況を再現して何度も実験したけど、冷凍できたりできなかったりだし、バナナを冷凍してみようとしたらさらにへんてこなことになったし、さっぱりわかんねえ。
Dado, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with a shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again.
マユリここにバナナを持て。
またゲルバナ作るの？
前から気になってたけどさ、マユシ、ゲルバナって略さないでくんない？
だってね、ゲルバナはゲルバナだもん。
I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the Phone Wave. Tentative.
なんでいつも一房丸ごと入れるの？もったいないよ。
ケチケチしていては機関との戦いに勝利することなどできんぞ。
勝たなくてもいいよ。あのね、バナナはマユシーが買ってきてるんだからね。おかげでマユシーはちっともバナナが食べられません。
次からは1本ずつ使うことも検討しておこう。
But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. The Phone Wave, tentative, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Why does he keep repeating himself? I checked my pants and pockets. To bring up the phone, click the date at the top left corner or press the phone trigger button. Use it to call the Phone Wave, tentative. You can check the controls using the help option to check the menu. Okay, to bring up the phone, click the date at the top left corner. Now, where did I put my phone? Okay. Okay, and then we go to change settings. No, we go to contact and then phone wave. Call. I'm connected.
RENG こちらは電話レンジかっこ仮です。